finds us across the Atlantic and along the River Liffey in the wonderful city of Dublin, Ireland. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, so happy to be here. We are underway from Dublin, folks, in the NFL International Series. It takes this near to 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
27-yard line.
Throwing is McCarthy. Finds his man. And right away, he lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. Back deep for the Steelers is Calvin Austin. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Steelers will go on offense here, first and 10.
At their own 46-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. On play action, it's Rodgers. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be second and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
Now Rodgers. Got his man. It's Warren. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll run with a rookie drafted in the 3rd round. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. The Steelers at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now second and 9. Johnson again. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Now Rodgers. It's caught. Smith. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up second down.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. To throw is Rodgers. And he comes back with one complete. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. And now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
Looking left side, he's got a man. That's Warren. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And he stopped immediately there. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. But now he appears to be in some pain. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. Boswell's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
On play action, now McCarthy. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
2nd and 10. To the air with McCarthy. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 42.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
You look at this Steeler defense.
They were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
They'll try the right side with Jones. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Here's McCarthy.
And he's got this to Jefferson. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
A gain of 26 yards. And the Vikings first down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter as they go to work on a first and goal. One of the tight ends comes in motion. Now McCarthy. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Now the try here for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Vikings 7, Steelers 3. Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
They're on 35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them. But go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And he completes it to Wilson.
Complete to number 10, Roman Wilson. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 3.
Here's Rodgers. He finds his man, complete. It's Warren.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Warren will try the right side. And he will have the Steelers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Now it's Rodgers.
They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
Rodgers now to throw.
A throw left side, caught by the tight end, Freiermuth.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Pat Freiermuth,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Steelers are able to move back in front.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 10-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And it's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Up the middle, Jones. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
Middle of the field to Jefferson.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
2nd down and 6 now. Looking to throw McCarthy. Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 40. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Out of the pistol, the give to Jones.
They'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37. They'll run. This is Jordan Mason.
And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 31. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll run again with Mason. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Running right, Jones. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
Second down and 8. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Jefferson going to go in motion right. McCarthy operating from the gun. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
For many people, that's not your standard play call in that 3rd down situation. But for so many offenses, they just want the ball in the hands of their playmakers in open space. And after he caught it, he did a nice job picking up the first down.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Here's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun is McCarthy.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Justin Jefferson
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Vikings will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Now the try here for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Vikings 14, Steelers 10. Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings booming away. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings will take over possession here up at the 44. And that was one I kind of saw coming, Charles. You had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
On play action, McCarthy. Open man, he's got him to tight end Hawkinson. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Shotgun, it's Jones. Oh, a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing is McCarthy. Complete to Addison on the out route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
This one swung out here to Jones. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. There it is, the defense waking up after 3 plays that hurt them. Finally, they stand up.
They have a little pride, too, you know. 3 straight first down type plays. Yeah, they wanted to make one stick on their side, didn't they?
Operating from the gun, McCarthy. Flush to his right. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing the coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this. Caught, it's Wilson. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran it.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL International Series brings us for the first time to the lively capital city of Dublin, Ireland. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
The veteran Chris Boswell ready to get things going. And off we go here on EA Sports. Here comes a return from the 5. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Opening carry of the game for Aaron Jones. And he's going to be hit and dropped behind the line. Great push upfield defensively. What a way to start this ball.
Mike, this defense talked all week about the importance of coming out fast and starting this game the right way. And it's less about the loss of yards there on that first play and more about just setting the tone. Hey, we're going to be here all day. We're bringing it. And boy, did they ever.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down. After that incomplete pass, we have a player shaken up. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. Third and long. From the gun, here's McCarthy. Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the third play. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Steelers are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's got some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Bernard on the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 14-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. Another run here with Johnson. And he will wiggle his way forward for a gain of a couple.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Here's third and 2. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. That's hauled in at the 2. To the goal line and in. DK Metcalf. Touchdown Steelers. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field, and results in a nice touchdown.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Ty Chandler now to bring it back. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Off the bootleg, it's McCarthy. And that's going to be incomplete, but there's a penalty flag on the field. We'll let the officiating crew sort this one out. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. Secured by the veteran, Adam Thielen. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. 19 yards on the pickup for number 19. And it's a 1st down.
At the 38-yard line.
Jones now on 1st and 10. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A couple of big plays to start this drive. How about 17 on this one?
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And they can continue to generate these big explosive runs. I don't think they need to go away from it.
The 42-yard line brings up 2nd down.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
To the air on 3rd down is McCarthy. And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield. The linebacker, Alex Highsmith. He's in to drop him for a sack, and that will bring up 4th down. Here's Austin to return. And some nifty running on the return, but that's some good yardage before he was taken down.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Play action now with Rodgers. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
And that sideline just cannot believe their guy did not come down with that play. I mean, that's as easy as it gets. I frankly don't blame him. I mean, that's a play at this level you just have to make. Your teammates are dependent on.
On the ground, it's Jalen Warren. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. A gain of 17 yards. Good for a Steeler 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Off the play fake, Rodgers. on the move left. Give him 11 on the scramble. And give them a new set of downs.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
Roman Wilson was the intended target, and it'll be third down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath. Little miscommunication there. Now brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. On first down, here's McCarthy. That's into the hands of Aaron Jones. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
On second down, here's McCarthy. Into the familiar hands of Justin Jefferson. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
So, first and 10 here now at the 38. Now McCarthy. That's caught downfield by Jefferson. 17 yards, the gain there. It'll be a Vikings first down.
Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Look at play action here with McCarthy. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
A loss of 7 yards. It's second down.
One quarter in the books. It's the Steelers with the early lead. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Vikings football as we begin this second quarter. They are facing a second and long. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. That's to the left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Play action now. It's McCarthy. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Reed. And the Steelers are going to have it at their own 32-yard line.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
On play action, Rodgers. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Jonathan Grenard in there for the sack. It is a loss of 6 to begin the drive. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Again, left side here for Johnson. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Jonathan Allen, the big man from the interior, with the stop.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
It is 3rd and long. From the gun, Rodgers. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And that is incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And that'll set up 4th down. Here's Corliss Waitman now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line.
At their own 42-yard line.
They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. To throw is McCarthy. That's caught by Jones out of the backfield. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. 14 on the pickup. 1st down, Minnesota.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Out of the gun, they give it to Jones. And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
He'll run. This is Jordan Mason. He'll get about 2. That's Alex Highsmith in for the tackle.
A 2-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the Steelers' 31-yard line.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 7. On play action, here's McCarthy. And for the 3rd time in this 1st half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets 1 block. He gets...
And he'll take it on in. Calvin Austin. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. For Aaron Rodgers, that is touchdown number 508 of his career. Drawing it level with the man who he was the understudy for his first few seasons, Brett Favre. On for the extra point is Boswell. He's got it. And the Steelers move out on top, 14-0.
Steelers 14. Vikings nothing. Here's Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Chandler now to return it.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
McCarthy now to throw on first and 10. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Second and 1.
From the gun, it's a run. It's Jones. And he's going to weave his way forward. That's a first down at the 44-yard line.
Gain of 6. And the Vikings first down.
To throw, it's McCarthy. That's caught by Jefferson. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but this is going to go down as a big loss on the play. From the 48-yard line, here's second and a couple. Here's McCarthy. He'll go right back to Jefferson. They connect again. And he's going to have a first down. He's forced out. Nice pickups of 9.
And the Vikings.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design. Sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Second and 5. From the gun, here's McCarthy. Down to the 10. And he's in! Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Minnesota.
You know, there's so many key factors that allow a play like this, Mike, to have so much success. And, of course, like anything, it starts with the quarterback being accurate. It's such a big part of NFL football right now is the run after the catch, but the accuracy of the ball allows the receiver to turn into a runner after securing the catch. So great job there by the quarterback, and then sometimes it's just a foot race to the pylon and speed kills, and wide receiver gets the ball, secures it, and he does the rest.
Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone. For a touchback. From the 35, it's first and 10. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. He's got it! And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. A big-time play for Pittsburgh. It covers 51 yards.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Give it right up the middle. Here's Johnson. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's 1st and goal. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Johnson trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short. That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. One more time with Johnson. And he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play. And now it is 3rd and goal.
2nd and goal this close to the end zone. It makes sense, Mike, to keep the ball on the ground. But what you're not planning for is that you suffer a loss. So give credit to this defense. They've now changed the entire equation. It's 3rd and goal, but they're not so close anymore.
So the last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. He'll try to run, and it's Johnson. And he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's 4th down.
How about this for a goal line stand, Mike? Your back's against the wall, back-to-back plays, you hold tight. They set themselves up here to defend a 4th and goal try.
Now on 4th down, the veteran Chris Boswell on for the Steelers. This about as short as you can get. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. That one caught by the former Lion, T.J. Hawkinson. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
And the Vikings, 1st down.
He'll get up and spike it, and let's check the clock. Maybe time for 2 plays here before the end of the half. In motion, it's Jefferson. McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. A ball deep for the end zone. That one knocked away. In the end zone, incomplete. What a good job locating the football by the defense where it matters most. And it'll bring up 3rd down now.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Will Reichard to kick off.
Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First down for Aaron. He finds Austin with the grasp. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to third down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Rodgers on 3rd and 2. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that first down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
On the handoff, Johnson is running right. It's a pickup of 13 yards. That's a Steeler first down.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
That's caught. It's Roman Wilson. And he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line. 10 yards for number 10 on that one, and it's 1st and 10.
Let's give a lot of credit to him, Mike, for standing tough in the pocket. He knows he's about to take a big hit with the defense bringing pressure, but they weren't able to get there in time and prevent that completion.
Here's Johnson. He'll take this down inside the 30. Late Cashman up from the linebacker's spot to make the tackle.
Brings up 2nd down.
Second down, 8 yards to go. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Third down, 3 to go. To throw, it's Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This will be a 41-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Steelers will extend their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Good job in coverage. They're going to get them down short of the 20-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. And it's taken in by Felton. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 23-yard line.
Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5. Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
They'll empty out the backfield as they come up for 3rd and a yard. On 3rd and a yard, it's McCarthy. He's got a man. That's Felton. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. A tight end in motion now. Here's Joe. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. They get this complete, it's Thielen over the middle. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
1st down.
11 yards on the pass there. It'll be a Vikings 1st down. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. This one caught by Felton. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Forced to his right.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a 1st down.
At the 37-yard line.
Little play action here with McCarthy. And he can hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what?
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked up by Peyton Wilson. And the Steelers are going to get the football at their own 40.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the 2nd half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit over-eager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
They'll start this on the ground with Johnson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Now a screen set up for Johnson. And that one's just too long to get going. They'll come up, stop him before the lineman could get out to lead the way. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Third and 11. From the gun, Rodgers. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. You talk about the opportune time. The defense helps close the gap. A huge play that make this one a closer game.
Yeah, and anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, you're looking for that spark. And boy, did the defense provide it. Not only creating the turnover, they take it back for 6, and they get themselves right back into this game.
Vikings 14.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
So the drive begins with a give to Johnson. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
On the tackle. A gain of 3 brings up 2nd down. At the
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 6. Now Rodgers. That'll be caught by the running back one. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
3rd and 2.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time. Play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Here's 3rd and 2. Throwing, Rodgers. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. And it sets up 4th down. So the Steelers ready to kick this one skyward as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
To Justin Jefferson. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 33.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 2. On the ground now with Jones. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a 1st down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
They'll go back to Jones on 1st down. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
He was seeking out the veteran Adam Thielen that time. Now it's going to be third down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
That's caught. Left side. It's complete. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, as that catch gets him a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson on that one. And it'll bring up second down. Throwing again is McCarthy. That's to the left side and taken in by Jefferson. And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
To throw once more, here's McCarthy. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. One of the Steelers has it. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery. And a great return for the touchdown. Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Steelers will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This taken at the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
37-yard line.
Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10. To throw, Wentz. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route. And then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. And it's going to be third down. Now Wentz. He'll look middle, and he's got his 14 yards on the catch there. First down, Minnesota.
And the Vikings first down.
Now a handoff. Jones. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Catch made by Thielen. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
So as the saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
The coverage right there, and it's knocked away, incomplete. Jalen Ramsey, he is tough to throw on. There to bat that one away. They'll try again here. It's second and 10. To throw, here's Wentz. This one high, over the middle, but complete. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Here's Wentz. That is caught back corner of the end zone. Adam Thielen. Touchdown, Vikings. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Next to score, Steelers 27, Vikings 21.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Rodgers on first down. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. That is caught. And he will go all the way. DK Metcalf. Touchdown Steelers. That's his second touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4.
And that should all but put this one away, Mike. And we've had some big plays throughout this game, but none bigger than that one right there. They score on the long touchdown, and that makes this a 2-possession game here late.
And I don't think he got there. He did not. They mark him short. The try for 2, unsuccessful. Boswell now, following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. From the 6, here comes a return. That'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here's first down. They'll drop to throw. Moving left. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll be hustled out just shy of the first down marker. That's a pickup at 9. He's going to set up second and 1.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
On second down, here's McCarthy. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. That's a dozen. Catch number 12 and a first down.
First and 10.
They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's first and 10. From the gun, here's McCarthy. A throw left side, taken in by Steelers. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
To the right side, that is brought in by Felton. And he's in! Ty Felton! Touchdown, Minnesota. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. Reichard good with the extra point. And the Vikings have cut the deficit to 5.
Vikings 28.
Reichard out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Steelers take over a 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They'll run this over the center with Johnson. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
The map and the rush gets there. Down he goes.
So after picking up some positive yardage on 1st down, they end up going backwards on 2nd. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. The shotgun, it's A-Rod. He'll air it out down the middle. This one just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow. So that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. The more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. Back is Wentz. Looking for Jefferson deep downfield. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey.
Intercepted. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
Give, it's Johnson. The Vikings go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game.
All the offense is trying to do here is just get a little breathing room so that they can operate their entire system. But this defense, they sold out, brought pressure, and the offense is lucky that that one didn't result in 2.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. It's the quarterback with the sneak.
Quarterback sneak.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. On 3rd down, they go with Warren. The defense coming hard, trying to force the safety. He's able to get it out, but to the 2 and no further.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
So this one in the win column for the Steelers. And with an open date on the schedule next week, they'll be able to savor this one for a while. Rest up and ready to get back at it in 2 weeks' time. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The party just getting started. No place better to do that as we say so long from Dublin.